Good morning, or good afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. So, this morning I was typing up that post, as you guys previously read, and I was actually working on a blog for one of my businesses talking about, envisioning your business and having a creative mindset. And then all of a sudden I had an urge to look up some quotes from Socrates. And if you guys know me, one of the things that I practice is, just being conscious, being aware, and that means getting information or like trusting your gut primal instinct. So, a sense or a feeling or an idea, you want to follow that, and then that will lead you somewhere else. For the past 2 years, I haven't actually read any books or took in any outside information, purposely because I'm learning how to trust myself in the information that I receive versus the information that the world wants to give me. So, one way we begin to feed our minds, really, we begin to feed our knowledge base full of words or other people's ideas, other people's thoughts. And then when you become conscious or aware of yourself and your surroundings more so on an intuitive spectrum, you want to begin to start trusting yourself, and it looks and feels very different. So I'm typing up this blog and I'm like, oh, Jocelyn, go look up quotes from Socrates. So I type in, Socrates and knowledge or something like that, and then bam, the first thing that comes up says, I'm going to read it to you guys. And then this is where that place of gratitude just kind of over floods my body, and I just start crying, which is amazing. I just want to experience that every single day. But the quote was, "The secret of happiness is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less." And when I read that, I was like, oh, that makes complete sense. I actually have a quote from Socrates on my back that says, "The only evil is ignorance, the only good is knowledge." And I think we reframe the way we think of knowledge at times too. Back to that quote, I get distracted. Um, it's phenomenal to sit back and realize like how far you've come or where you're going or where you're not going, or when you get to a place, I call it heaven on earth but eternal happiness. um, when you're here, you can't imagine like a life without it. And the one thing that I kept getting stuck in is I wanted everyone else to be there too. It's just phenomenal. It's like the most amazing thing on the planet when you can just be who you are, without needing or wanting anything to bring into your life to make it better or worse. I remember a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, I realized that any external stimulus, whether it was negative or positive, didn't affect me the same way. And I fell to the ground. I just started crying in gratitude again, realizing it's those moments that totally shift and change your world, going from an external locus of control to an internal locus of control. Um, and to focus from an internal place, an internal locus of control is extremely different. Meaning, I am not going to trust outside information unless I'm 100% trusting of that person or myself. And usually, the way I feel, my body will give me signs to go, okay, that's trustworthy information. Hear them, Jocelyn, listen to them. Because we're not always right either. And if we're not open to receiving new things, we definitely can't grow. And at the same time, when we're shifting and creating our reality, it's vital that we do that from an energetic place. Meaning, it's not always what we hear or the information that we get or we read. Because we tend to get so literal, we tend to get stuck in what I call hogwash or the word, or become legalistic about things. But the truth is, when you read that phrase, or you read that book, or that motivation, or you hear that song, it's how you handle the interpretation or the perception of what is being given to you. I mean, I've read the bits and pieces of the Bible at different times in my life, and I can say in complete clarity, I read it now, and I feel like I can fathom and understand so much more than just a word or a phrase. I can be in that scenario. And the purpose of a story, the purpose of those things is to really create an experience for us. The whole point of practicing gratitude and practicing acceptance is to create an experience for us, to allow us to sit in a place of eternal peace. It isn't something that you just say and it happens. It's a practice, and it's an energetic practice, and it takes time, and it takes diligence, and it takes trust in yourself, and it also takes full accountability of the things about you or the things about your life that you're not happy with, and shifting the way you think about that. And the only way we can truly shift and change our reality and our perception isn't always by taking in somebody else's perceptions or someone else's reality. So if for example, if I'm struggling with self-esteem issues, a really common thing is to look up ways to build self-esteem. That's step one, and we want to do that. And then there's a step two, which is challenging some different things. And then there's a step 3 and a step 4 and a step 5. And we continue to grow like that. But a lot of the times we get so stuck in what I call a pattern or a story or habit. And the habit sometimes looks like us seeking out everything we thought we knew that would help us. So for example, this morning I had no idea that I was going to sit there and cry for, a good 30 minutes in gratitude and just appreciate. I get to appreciate the country. I get to appreciate the birds in the background, this wonderful land. I get to appreciate the fact that when I eat, it's for survival. It's to feed my body. It's not for indulgence. I get to just enjoy every single moment of my life. I get to create my life. I get to create my happiness. And I get to be in complete control of that. What an amazing gift I've been given. And I remember a year or 2 years ago, realizing that I created my world and me feeling a heavy burden on that too. There are times, there's place, there's a process. Accountability doesn't need to be hard. It can be amazing. Growth can be amazing. Everything can be amazing. And miracles can happen every single second of the day. They do happen every single second of the day. A lot of the times we choose not to see so much about our reality because it's uncomfortable. Imagine how uncomfortable you would be if you woke up and realized everything was a dream, or you created all of this, or you created all the good, the bad. We choose to see what we want to see. And lots of times it's fear-based. Because sometimes feeling unconditional love can be pretty intense. And honestly, it's a struggle. When I have everything that I want and everything that I need, and I just get to be me, then what? I'm like, then what, Jocelyn? Now what do you do today? And every day it's a constant process of, okay, you just need to choose to do life. Just do your life. I just wanted to share with you all a little bit about my process and what that looks like. And I hope that you understand and you can practice gratitude. And gratitude in everything. Everything. If you're given a challenge, be thankful for that. That was brought to you to change. If you were given a compliment, be gracious for that. That was brought to you. You created that so you could be aware of your beauty. If you received doubt or fear, be thankful. You created that so you can be aware of some things that you need to work on. If you looked in the mirror and you didn't like what you saw, appreciate that. That mirror is showing you things that you want to, again, work on so you can grow. No more do we need to think in a place of constant criticism of ourselves. That doesn't make any sense. But instead say, thank you. I appreciate this challenge. Show me, these are words I use, show me how to think different. Show me how to see different. Show me how to visualize this different. Show me their perspective. Show me, and you say, show me. Show me how this gets better. Show me more. Show me how. Show me what I'm missing. Show me what I need to see. Provide me with clarity. You need to ask those questions. If we don't ask questions, we'll never know. Sometimes it's not about knowing everything. Sometimes it's about knowing nothing and being open to receiving everything. Practice abundance. Abundance is a feeling. I'll definitely go into all of these things in detail later, but I just wanted to share with you my gratitude today, my gratitude for the struggles that I went through, my gratitude for my life that I have, and my gratitude for these birds in the country, and my gratitude that I get to be here finally and just be me and sit in this place of eternal happiness. And I hope you all get to enjoy it at some point. And maybe you're already there. Thank you.